phrases like vulnerabilities rising, no room for complacency were few expressions that stands out at these annual meetings of the World Bank and IMF in Washington, D.C., but none stands out like human capital investment.
Knowing what I know now, knowing what we know about human capital, knowing what we know about the importance of investing now, we have no choice but to continue down this path and eventually come up with a ranking.
Now, for delegates from around the world, including developing countries like Nigeria, a lot more tasks have now been placed in their inbox.
The outlook is that we need to invest in people, invest in education, invest in women. Let's make opportunities available for our women. 50% of the population, many of whom are excluded, many of them whom don't have access to bank finance, they don't have access to land titles, and they are the economic drivers of this country. They're the majority of the farmers, majority of the teachers, they're the CFO in every family. So we really need to invest in our women.
Fundamentals that currently we see shows that there is a lot of stability in the FX market and haven't come down from those kind of high levels to the level that we are right now, and the currency we just fluctuating between 359, 360, 365. We think it's a good level compared to where we are coming from.
Now, wrapping up the week-long meetings is the panel on fighting corruption, an issue that resonates around the world.
You know, people in one place are no more corrupt than others, but if the institutions are not there or they're very weak, then the incentive to be corrupt is stronger. So if you have a financial management system that, say, is still cash-based, you open the door for people to manipulate or be able to intrude into the system. If you can introduce more technology, if you can have systems and processes that guide government, if you can make procurement, e-procurement, the more of that you can build institutionally.
I think the bank and other development institutions mentioned by Ngozi are better placed to actually, arrive at the unit right price depending on the project. We are not equipped to do that. But what we are equipped to do, and which we have put together and which we are now beginning to use, is a tool that actually assess the management of a public work, typically large infrastructure project, to identify for the government how they can optimize the use of public finance.
Now that the meetings are over, it is time to walk all the talks that had taken place here. Bosun Omofaye for Channels Television News.